What's going on, fellow dwarves? We are in the caves today, but we're doing some real late night gaming. We're not doing anything important. We're just going to play, you know? I've got my driller assignment I need to do, and once that's done, my engineer will be probably 25 before that gets done. And then it just leaves you can already see my gunner and scout are 4 and 4 each. So we're just gonna play for a while. Because why not? I haven't sat here and done a long video of multiple missions that hasn't been related to double warnings, builds, or deep dives. Oh, I forgot to turn down the sound. I'm gonna knock down the master volume down to like 70%. Just because it is like 3 in the morning. Let me adjust my mic, make sure it's actually facing me. But we're not gonna do too much. We're just gonna sit here and grind through some missions. Because I couldn't sleep. I don't know why. I'm tired, but couldn't fall asleep. So I was like, yeah, why not do something productive? So we're just gonna play some. Just see how long it takes. I've played DRG long enough to where sometimes I don't always play. Like, I'll play enough throughout a day, but I usually won't grind it all day. But then there are times I will grind it. I don't normally grind a lot solo. Most of the things I do are solo for this, but most times, like anytime you see a delay between videos, it's usually because I'm playing with other people. And the only reason I don't record those is because they're not always in my lobby. Oh, dang, it already is a little quiet. I'll knock it down to like 40. Actually, I don't know how quiet that is for y'all. I guess I won't do that. You know, I'm thinking about myself here. I'll keep it like 7. I think that's fine. You know, if anything, I'm gonna just turn myself up. Give me a second. There we go. A little bit more. Oh, I'm still using this. Oh, I forgot I was using this. So I'm using feedback loop, but I'm using EM refire booster, which is not what I use anymore. I haven't used that overclock in a very long time. That's because, not because it's a bad overclock, but I don't normally use it because I prefer more ammo efficient builds. Even with this one built for either ammo for full damage, it's good, but it's not something that will last. The advantage Stubby has over the Loki, or the lock rifle, I don't know. The nickname is for the Loki because of the one, but the reason why the Stubby has a lot more advantage over the lock rifle is because its ability to conserve ammo because of electricity. People don't realize how powerful having just something that does good damage over a long period of time. Because the Stubby is a pretty balanced weapon, especially after the damage ups. Because the problem with the shotgun, and something I wish they'd redo, is the shotgun's damage is perfectly fine, but it can't survive in any form of long combat reliably. And the lock rifle is really good, but it struggles similarly to how the shotgun does, just with a bit more ammo. That it has the damage, it doesn't have the ammo for long-term battle, but the lock rifle is good enough to where, or it has enough ammo that you don't really have to. There's batteries. You don't really have to stress about ammo nearly as bad, especially with some of the other builds it has, because it has crowd control builds. And you can see I've already chopped under 300 bullets. This build only has 420. Lovely number, right? Ooh. Oh god, okay. Was not expecting to get utterly jumped there. But the Stubby is the good betweener of them both, where it has the ability to deal with... The main thing with Engineer's primaries is you don't really need them for a lot of damage. You need them to deal with smaller enemies. Grunts, swarmers, all that type of stuff. And that's what the shotgun struggles at. Because even with the new pump action overclock, pump action's really strong. And it honestly might be performing a bit better now, especially if I get used to it. But pump action, or the NG shotgun's problem is it doesn't have ammo. Like, at all. Like, I might start trying to use mini shells so I can reform that thought. But its ammo is bad for it, because even with the ammo upgrade, 52 rounds, so I think it gets up to. Also, this leads to nowhere. What am I doing here? Around 152 ammo. If that doesn't one-shot grunts consistently, it makes it really hard to make it worth using, especially since the shotgun in general is not a crowd control weapon. And like, one of the best builds I have seen on it to make it reliable is using turret whip. But I don't like using the shotgun for turret whip. I dislike turret whip in general. It's really good, but for a shotgun, I don't think that's how it should get played. And I'd prefer it. Hold on. Hello? Okay. But as I was saying, turret whip, I actually prefer it if they, sorry, something's my throat. I prefer if they change that to an overclock and add something else to tier 5. Because I don't think the shotgun should ever play around turret whip, because the only build it works with is mini shells. Because it's the only build that adds ammo to make it reliable. Ow. Like, I know a lot of people might not agree with that opinion, but if the best thing to run on the shotgun for longevity and usefulness for crowd control is turret whip, I don't think that's right. Almost every gun in this game has a way of dealing with crowds, at least in some way, you know. Like, the only one I could think of that doesn't deal with them the best is like the Subata. But the Subata has explosive reload. An explosive reload used well enough can deal with crowds, and with its changes, I think it can cause enemies to explode too. Not explosive reload, but in general, I think one of the upgrades. But it's also, the Subata is meant, like most of Driller's secondaries are meant for support. So it suits him well. Engineer's shotgun, like, one thing I would have loved to see is for pump action not to have one blow through, because that's all they gave it, one blow through. I would have enjoyed to see it to have, for once, make a blow through have 2, because they only have standard blow through, which is 1 enemy pierced, and then super blow through, which is 3. I would have loved to see a nice balance and have pump action pierce 2. Because that would give it the crowd control it needs. Like, the only thing I want buffed on the shotgun is for it to be given like 20 to 30 extra shots, and that would make overall every build fine, because it's damage. The Engineer's shotgun's really good on damage. It only struggles with the fact it doesn't have a lot of ammo, and you don't really gain much from resupplies. You know, with the Stubby, and the lock rifle, you're looking to gain a couple hundred rounds every time you resupply. And with the shotgun, you'd be lucky if you get 100. And that's while using mini shells. I don't know. I'm rambling on. Just because me and my buddies were talking about it, and I accidentally used this shotgun earlier today. I was swapping between build, and we did a dreadnought. I was trying out, we were trying out the new overclock for Scout. For his Drac.
There you are, you
and I'm just gonna tell stories at this point all night. But we were trying out the new overclock for the Drac to, for once, be able to ignite dreadnoughts on fire. Because if you did not know, dreadnoughts have an immunity to fire. And the new overclock for Scout, the Drac, takes away dreadnought's immunity to fire. Meaning you can actually catch them on fire, fully. And do big damage, too. We were messing them up. So I was using Inferno, and I accidentally scrolled over and brought the pump shotgun when I was going to bring Executioner for the lock rifle. Executioner is by far what I used to stick with for a very long time before I rolled over to the stubby. Oh, I didn't call these back. Oh, another reason why I don't like using EM refire that much is because the boost in fire rate is unnecessary with this overclock. It's amazing to have an SMG like pistol really fire like an SMG, which is just a mass amount of fire rate. But it is unnecessary. But how much you want to bet this crate's gonna be in this here tunnel? Do I need this? I'll grab it anyway. Yep, called it. It is in the tunnel.
Moscow, find it.
Maybe I'll change it up. I'll keep trying this with a less spray. I think what I'll do is I might run it back like how I used to run it. I used to run this with full ammo, almost like electricity. Because this overclock gives you, it used to not specify what it gave. But it flat out just gives +2 damage, basically. And that 2 damage is electricity damage, specifically. So, because it used to say it just did bonus electricity damage. It didn't specify what it was. But it is, just +2 damage. It doesn't boost electricity damage. It's just always, each shot is guaranteed to do 2 damage of electricity. That doesn't mean it electrifies them, though. But I'm near last one.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Man, I'm really taking my time on this. Second time I've been attacked.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
I don't know what thought I was left on. Kind of instantly concentrated the second this horde came. Oh, also, the main reason I was wanting to do this is to show, hopefully show my kind of thought process on how I choose my builds for missions. I kind of have standard builds to begin with, like my go-to builds, always. But it's nice to try and show people how my process works. It'd be better if I wasn't so close to promoting, because I typically swap between classes. I will do that though, because second engineer levels up twice. I missed all of the shots. Second line engineer levels up twice. There's no reason for me to play him anymore until he gets promoted. It is nothing. I haven't played DRG this late in a really long time, to be honest. This one's marked red for some reason. Not that way. It's like right here. I know I'm near. Is it like right here? Is there a different cave above me? Maybe a little off? A little off? Ah, just a tiny bit off. I think one thing that's nice to talk about is you don't always need damage in a build. You don't always need an absurd amount of ammo. Especially if you're not doing things like Beyond Lethal. Beyond Lethal is a difficulty where you have to have a perfectly refined build in order to play on it. But even for Hazard 5, you don't need a perfectly efficient build, and you don't need a high damage or a low ammo build, or a high ammo build, I mean. I more or less bring something that is reliable, that I know I will play well with. I think that is the main thing. Having a build that you yourself can play well with. Regardless if it's... There is a point, though, where it does need to be decently efficient, you know? But it doesn't have to be, like, 100% perfect, you know? Like what I run on the stubby. I run lightweight rounds normally. That is my go-to build. But that's because it's, to me, really reliable. Puts out, especially after they reworked its damage upgrades, that's when I really fell into it. I was using it before that, but that's when I fell real hard into the stubby, just because it made it so much better to use. And it made lightweight rounds really nice to use, because you can get lightweight rounds to get 840 rounds, I think. And normally that one's a bit mid because you don't have a lot of damage for having that much ammo. But now I run lightweight rounds with a max damage build, which gives me 14 damage and then bonus damage to weak points. I didn't choose to build it for electricity because this gun already procs 25% of the shots, which is honestly pretty consistent. But what I'm running now is a really high damage build, practically. But the stubby isn't built for like extremely high damage, like the pump shotgun is. Shotgun. I keep calling it that. Ever since pump action came out, I keep calling it something else. Engineer shotgun and the lock rifle. It's really built for high damage. Okay, like all of these are on the verge of breaking. Also, if you're wondering why I use feedback loop, and if you are wondering, I use it because it has the potential to be infinitely strong. Because feedback loop grows in damage. It grows in damage and area of effectiveness the longer the beam is shooting. And I use bioconverter on tier 5, which every time I get a kill with the gun, converts ammo back into bullets. You can't make a net profit on ammo, but it lets you sustain the beam, which is the main thing. Meaning, the more enemies come, the stronger I get. That's as simple as I can put it. That's how I usually always put it, if I ever give people this build. And it'll grow big enough, like you might have seen it. It'll grow big enough, even in this little circle, that I could hit everything in that circle.
Nitro's been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
And it's really nice through crowd control. It's honestly one of my favorites for engineer. Just because it's simple to use and it has really nice range. That's probably the biggest upside of using it. Is the grenade launcher has good range, but you have to get used to aiming it a whole lot more. And the breach cutter is limited on range because it can only stay out for so long. But the breach cutter does so much damage. Breach cutter is still so good. I have 6. I need one more.
I need the mule right here, right now.
I just recently, on the mission I was telling you about where I accidentally brought pump shotgun, I brought Inferno. That's one of the first times in a while I brought the breach cutter against dreadnoughts, and I forgot how good it is against dreadnoughts.
Get out of the geode.
Ammo taken. Getting supplies.
Alright, up and away.
Drop pod arrived. Mule is returning to LZ. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Okay, I was about to say, did I miss the pod?
On. Have to wait for flare recharge. Acid spitter down.
Like, honestly, for the Elite Deep Dive, I would bring this build too. This is a really nice build for defending, and this is a really good build. Minus the EM refire, I obviously swapped that out for lightweight rounds. But this build I would definitely bring for this week's Elite Deep Dive. If I knew how bad the terrain would have been, I wouldn't have brought Driller. But I would bring this build in a team because this build's really good in duck and cover because you can easily deal with acid spitters, web spitters, all that nonsense really easily. She's still coming? Okay.
Go, go, go.
And you really can spray with this. I don't think this is even the max fire rate. It does kick up, but once it kicks up, it'll kind of stay there.
The mule's been successfully retrieved. Make it snappy, team. The drop pod won't hang around forever.
So you don't really have to... Honestly, the stubby's one of those things you don't really ever have to really worry about recoil. Because yes, that build has some recoil, but that's just because of how fast it shoots. Most times, once you pull it down a tiny bit, it'll just stay right there. I mean, you saw it. It'll kick up, and it'll just stay in that area. It's the spread of the gun is where the inaccuracy comes from. Not bad at all. I'm getting close to finishing the season already. I've never missed any of the seasons yet, so I don't actually have to go back and do them. But I've been with some players who have reverted back to like season 1 and 2 for those who missed it. And they did add some pretty cool stuff. They added not anything new enemy-wise, but to the space rig. They added some more cosmetics, or some like more decor around. What do we have next? Dozer? Yeah, same build will be fine on this.
Your mission is ready. The pod is
This is not... I did say I would try it with full ammo. Maybe just some more ammo. Nah, I would, but I might just use a different build for that then. Actually, no, what am I doing? Yeah, see, you can... Was that right? Yeah, 480. You can get really high on this build on ammo, but when you take away 6 damage, you're down to like 8. Which, honestly, 8 is not as bad as you think. But, if, in my opinion, if you take an ammo overclock, it's best to go with damage upgrades. Because it makes the ammo overclock worth using, because most times when you take these overclocks, you lose damage. And as you can see, this one has a small decrease in damage. So if I don't take any damage, I think it's worse than... No, it's still 8. That's not bad. How much is the damage decrease? Is it 1? Okay, it's only 1. This actually, honestly, there's no negative to using it, really. At least 2 fire rate and 1 damage. But 12 shots a second, like 12 fire rate's plenty. Like 12 fire rate's perfectly good.
Give me a rock and stove.
And honestly, 8 damage really isn't that bad. And this is a balanced overclock, even though there's 2 negatives. They're 2 really minor negatives. But into the next mission we go. But I'll be going to either gunner or scout, depending on what missions, or by the time my engineer actually gets to 25. I can't help but to play them so evenly. I formed that habit, one, because I realized there's an achievement based off of it. And I realized that before I was heavily into gold, because you have to get gold 1 on everyone. So when I realized that, I stopped overplaying one class because my scout and gunner were my 2 highest, and driller and engineer were a lot lower. And from doing that achievement, it kind of got me into the habit of playing everyone. And it's, I think in my opinion, it's really good to play everyone. Mainly because since I play with so many different builds and play with all the characters, don't worry, that's just game lag. Playing with all the characters, one, you learn all of the weaknesses of everyone. Like in a reference, Scout has the highest damaging builds in the game with most of his stuff. You know, his highest damaging one right now is Trifork Volley with magnetic shafts and IFGs. That one is so powerful. It really does outdo embedded detonators. But then there's also embedded detonators. And then there's Bullets of Mercy. Bullets of Mercy, combined with cryo grenades and IFGs, you're stacking Bullets of Mercy. I think the bonus is 140% increase of damage, frozen enemies 3 times damage, and an increase of 30% from IFGs. You're looking at like a ton of damage. You know, and that's for the GK2. Like, Bullets of Mercy outranks AI stability. Just in actual pure damage, it outranks AI stability of how good it is. And yes, I see that core stone. We'll come back and do it. Good tip if you're ever doing a drill dozer: do not do those events or any event during you defending the dozer. Now would actually be a good time to do it, because the dozer's not going to take any damage. Like that. She doesn't take any damage.
Where is that damn mule?
But doing an event during a dozer will get either your team killed or get the dozer killed, because you'd have to make a choice between saving teammates if they go down or repairing the dozer. Alright, there's nothing left in here, I don't think.
I was made for mining.
Nothing I
Charlie
see,
was
though.
meant for hauling what I mine.
There's a stalker in the next room over. De-aggroed.
Drill dozer moving. Everything looks fine. But
No, he's close. He has been moving this whole time.
Toes, guys. Escort duty is on.
Look, man, it's too late at night for you to be doing this to me. Where's this shimmer? He's toying with me. And the walls. And the goddamn walls. Yo, you close, bro. Oh my god. He made me pop berserker. Dude, stalkers are terrifying, man. Ow. Lost all of my HP to an exploder. That stalker rolls back around, he's killing me. Yep, there he is.
We got an incoming swarm. Please remember that the drill dozer is top priority.
He's gonna kill me if I don't gain any health. Yep, the advantage of the feedback loop. I didn't know where he was at all. I blind fired and hit him with it. So nice being back to slower fire rate. You kind of learn to deal with slower rates of fire, especially when using AI stability, because that one lowers your fire rate by a lot.
Come here. Reach now.
The drill dozer is out of fuel. You need to refill the fuel canisters mounted on its back. Use the canisters to extract any nearby oil shale, and we'll have the drill dozer operational again in no time.
Really, Bosco? You didn't want to deal with that at all?
Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry on.
And for your sentries, if you're a newer player, always try and spread out your sentries, one for each track
Needs assembling.
or tread on Doretta,
Sentry
because that's where
down.
enemies are going
Look
to
at him,
mostly
boy.
linger.
We'll have to make a deployment.
Ah, glorious HP. This oil spawns are really bad.
Back off. Flares ain't ready. You gotta protect the radar.
Oh, I never repaired you.
Little Dottie fixed.
I used to never like Jodo's, or I like Jodo's missions. I used to not like them as much because I always got stuck doing the oil. But you get so used to it that it's not really an issue anymore with me. If I'm playing with other people, it depends on what class I'm playing. I usually won't do it if I'm a scout. Just because it's not scout's job to do it. Because he's supposed to be doing other stuff. The other three classes, though, are meant to do it.
This
Right.
canister is full.
That's that.
Gotta get it plugged back in.
Actually, plenty of nitro here. Come back.
Platform up.
Storm should be coming here in a moment.
Ollie, over here. I should call for the mule.
These right here, man. Where is it? That little blue glow. Let me turn off the flashlight. That little blue glow on a Quark missions always gets me. Turn it back on.
If we discover a new mineral, you think we get them to commit? Back off.
Also, if you didn't know, you can specifically tell Bosco to defend Doretta, and he'll stay on her while you're further away. It's only for a set time, but it's a really long time. Also, that Trijaw, of course, wrecked my HP again. I'll leave any bits of that red sugar around, because that would be nice. Dude, Trijaws. This mission's filled with them. I'll gladly take that free HP. She ain't gonna die, she ain't gonna die. Might be playing a little bit too loose.
Bulldozer fix. Reloading.
Really? That's it? I was expecting more. Screw that, I'm just going to the bigger vein. I swear the laser feels shorter.
Canister, topped off.
Alright, where was I? I was over here. Nothing. I want to save my nitro as much as possible because I want a pod for that core stone, because I'm still not the greatest at dealing with those core stone enemies. They hurt a lot on Hazard 5. I mean, heck, even on lower difficulties, that's probably one of the few events that still is like rough for me to do. Not because it's like overly hard, but just because of how much damage the core spawns do.
Canister in. Just one more.
That and they leap. It's really hard to avoid their hits.
Good to go.
Well done.
Because there's no real dodging them, because they have a lot of range, and their lunge attack is really hard to dodge.
Drill dozer operational and homing in on the Hearthstone. Attention team, to keep the drill dozer running at full capacity, you need to keep it clear of bugs. Also, we got an incoming swarm.
Ha! Spawn in front of the sentries. I got one of those left. Oh, I managed to get past the sentries, I see. Let's go into this. Yeah, that's enough nitro. Okay, I made some poor choices. I'm really surprised I didn't have to use Berserker there. I was full willing to. Oh, you see the little shield icon on Bosco? That means he's protecting the dozer, specifically. Yep. Was that another Trijaw? Yep.
The drill dozer has reached the Hearthstone. Press the button on the dozer and start the extraction when you're ready.
What decloaked him? Weird. I wonder if he decloaked because it couldn't get to me. Because it's a melee creature. So I assume if it couldn't get to me, it might have just uncloaked.
Supply drop has been ordered.
Come on. Show me the shimmer. You shimmer once, you're a goner. I'm gonna grab this here ammo. You hit me. You'll regret it.
Doretta, healed.
Hey. Hey. Really? Another one took its spot immediately? Crazy. You shouldn't have mixed in with the crowd, buddy. Oscar, you're doing a pretty bad job at defending her. Also, you hear that? That's a third one. It has really replaced that stalker twice so far. Usually they don't spawn that quickly.
Ready to be built. Sentry off. One sentry gun ready to be built.
Where you at, man?
Rock and roll.
Ooh! Don't do that to me, man. I'm jumpy this late at night. What was that? Oh. I know where there's nitro. I just want to get one more pod. And then I'll hit the button. Because I think that one pod will do me fine. Because I only need 6, and I didn't fully mine this. 1.3.
Platforms placed.
Well, so I was expecting this to be a 2 Jilldozer because I didn't actually read the mission. I kind of just went and activated it.
I made a
You can come up here, Molly.
time to deposit.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Really? There's a menace. And another stalker. Another one!
Attack Doretta. Access provided.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Oi, we're forgetting the dozer.
Menaces wreck the dozer.
Doretta is purring like a kid. Reloading.
Well, I'm just gonna have to be on my tippy toes the whole time. They're replacing stalkers left and right.
Eat lead. We are losing the drill dozer. Protect
Ah.
and repair.
Drill dozer has begun cracking
I knew it, dude.
bomber and shell.
Alright, well, that's gonna force me to go ahead and take a resupply.
So guard it well against
Because it broke my shield.
incoming swarm.
I don't want to risk my shield being broken for so long. With low health. Or just not full HP.
Swarm is here.
They're jumping me randomly like that. Yeah, there he is. Killed him. They're jumping me randomly like that because I keep standing on the dozer. And they can't get you. Depending on, like, as long as you're not near their core, they can't reach you with melee. Still alive? You like right there again? No.
Gotta wait for the recharge. Reloading.
I do love the stalkers. Don't think I don't love them. They're honestly a fantastic enemy. I honestly think all of the enemies they have added are extremely good.
Damn it! Fix!
Because one, I was really, you know, there was only so many stationary enemies in the game, and like most of them were cave leeches, so I enjoy there being more stationaries. Especially there being 2 new types of them.
I got the web spinner.
And then adding an actual new enemy that isn't always mixed into the crowd is also really nice. He's like behind me. Oh, I was expecting to get pushed there. That's why I brushed up against that rock. I was getting ready for it.
We're 50% through, team. Drill Dozer is still holding together. Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Help me protect the dozer. Eat it.
Alright, hold on, let me swap legs. Oh, so much better. Sorry, I'm that type of person who sits with one leg crossed as I play. Even in like a gaming chair, I do that. It's a very comfortable way of sitting, but it does make my knees sore. Alright.
Swarm on the intercept course. Get ready to protect the drill dozer.
What do we have?
The drill dozer
That's actually what I'd want anyway, because I don't have an easy way of dealing with the towers. I shouldn't be standing on it.
The bugs are swarming the red eye.
Swarm detected. Keep the drill dozer operational at all times.
Ah, I didn't redo the trigger. No, don't break my perfect record so far. I've been good about keeping her alive. Oh my god, oh. You a-holes. I did so good
Permanent damage.
by keeping her health high. I'm usually bad about taking risks with her HP.
Dozer before it takes permanent damage.
Now I have to repair the other side. I think we're good. I'll throw one of these.
Shredders deployed. Dozer, repair.
We still have that core stone to go back and do, so we'll do that. What are you doing? Be gone.
Just take your sweet time, old lady. I've got
The drill dozer served its purpose. The heartstone is ours. Deposit it and wrap up the
No,
mission.
no, don't hit the button. Don't hit the button.
Armor and heartstone secured. Press the button on
Almost
the
did that out of habit.
Send in the drop pod.
But we need to go do this course then. I don't need the script anymore. Well, I need script, but I can't get any from this. But it's still XP either way. I want to see what room it is, because I think the room was pretty bad for it.
Follow me, Bosco.
Should you go further? No, this is spawn. Where's the... Aha, it was up there. Okay. Yeah, not in the greatest spot because of how up high it is, but good enough for me to be able to set up sentries. Hardest part about these is being able to reopen them. That is truly the hardest part, because sometimes you don't really get enough time, especially if you're not a driller. You don't get enough time to sit here and smack it open. Love the sounds though. Double check I'm good on ammo and let's do it. Should probably actually fill these up. Hey, Burly Bulb. Holy, you see the aggression? Oh my god. Utterly surrounded. Jesus. Okay. Ouch. I'm gonna kill all of you. You can at least see what I mean by that. That damage is insane. Oh, I did kill the majority of them. Come on, show yourself. I can hit you around the corner. See, look, their pathing is so weird. I think that's what really gets me, is their pathing around everything is so strange. Are you blocking my sentry? Oh no, it's like in the wall. It's still shooting though. Oh no, I fell into the crevice. Let's get another one of these out. These things are weak to electricity, so electric damage is better against these guys. Just gonna grab this for safety's sake. Ow. But once you deal with the initial burst of them, they kind of just trickle in. Because they don't really spawn in waves. The sentry, I wasn't expecting a fissure to spawn there, but it did. Where's the thing at? Over there? Oh, not the thing I meant to have.
Good work. Sending in the drop pod.
Yeah, I did not explore this cave to my best of my abilities, but it is what it is. I'll grab the last 10 holomite on the way out. If I find another vein, that is. Don't hit me. Ow. I know I could have waited, but I tried to squeeze by. I learned my lesson. I'll be good. There's the last bit right there. You're not gonna catch me slacking.
4 minutes.
Think again. Rock and stone in the heart. One sentry gun ready to be built. Die! Armed and ready. Reloading.
Honestly, after we got the drill dozer done, no stalkers showed up. Not even on the way back. It's kind of weird with stalkers because I feel like they will show up throughout the mission, but then there's those times they don't show up for a long time. I mean, I had them back to back. I think I killed 4 back to back. And then after that, they kind of just stopped. I don't think they attack you during main objectives as much. I know they will, though. I've had them attack me during, like, salvage missions and stuff during uplinks. Good amount. Almost there. I'm getting a little tired. Might not play all the way, but I think I'll do up until my engineer gets to 25. And then I'll end it there. Because I still gotta stay up long enough for this to upload. That's probably the worst part about doing anything late at night is I gotta make sure my computer doesn't turn off, so I'll probably sit in bed with it and just watch YouTube.
Assignment mission completed.
Oh, I'm using RJ250. As I say, I would totally want to play Scout for this,
Sequence initiated. Abort the drop pod.
but I have an RJ250 build for this exact reason, and yeah, it already has my setup for single turrets too. You know, tunnel rat would be nice. And if you noticed while I was doing swapping builds really quickly, I'm using hover boots. Now, I'm not a particularly fan of using hover boots in my normal day-to-day build because I really don't take that much fall damage. But with RJ250, I traded out See You in Hell for it. Just because, I mean, I'm going to be blasting myself around this cave, alright? I'm going to need it. But you can stop fall damage by shooting RJ250, so you can launch off and then shoot the ground just before you hit it, too. I did use it in some videos, like, almost a year ago now. I used to use it a lot. I only ever use it now if I'm in my own lobbies, because if you're in anyone else's lobby, you have any sort of ping or lag problem, you can't use it because it just won't register the boost, or it'll register it wrong, and you'll end up having a mishap with it.
Our scanners have picked up a massive deposit of a quark. We're sending you in alongside a heavily armed lifter to get as many out as possible. We're picking up extreme fire signs in the area, so keep it snappy.
Oh.
The quarks can be extracted from the walls. Search for a blue shimmering light. Get it done, team.
Ow, what set you guys off? I feel like I just got dealt. I feel like... Okay. One, I'm in a hole. Two, I feel like I got dealt a dirty hand there. I feel like I got dealt snake eyes or something. Even Bosco dropped this crystal. One, I thought I told you to go get that over there. You feared? I couldn't tell if he was feared because he was running straight towards me anyway. You know, reloading is a great thing. You can see how fast pickaxe canceling is when you do it absolutely almost frame perfect. And it's something that you don't get punished for either. Bucket canceling, you can get punished really easily for if you mess it up. I'm not doing this Omen Tower, by the way, because I don't have the build for it. I refuse to do these if I have a bad build for it. Not to say this is a bad build for it, but it's not single target whatsoever. I want that HP. I know I could have totally just platformed up there normally, but gotta use RJ250. Plenty of flowers. Plenty of flowers.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
That guy's mission control.
Half of the bonus done. Well, that didn't go at all where I needed it to. The good thing about RJ250 is you get a lot of ammo. I think you get 21 spare shots, and one extra in the mag, or chamber, whatever it might be called. So it gives you the most ammo, and I mean, as you can see, even on Hazard 5, for normal grunts, you have enough damage still, even though it lowers your damage, you still have enough damage to kill them in one hit. Any of them up high I can see easily? No.
Max, can't carry anymore.
Swarm, they're here.
I'll tell you what, I get the munchies. Also, if you're wondering why I brought the quick build sentry, that's because this is a really on-the-go build.
Supplies are on the
And I used to use it with turret discharge, so I still will, but I kind of like this one because this is a more this loadout can play with teammates a lot more. That's probably the main thing is, well, now you can play with teammates with it, but before, when I used to use it, turret discharge still slightly damaged teammates. Even though it only did like 1 damage to teammates, you'd be surprised the amount of people who would complain about it. And it is a big deal though, because it does stop your shields from recharging. Which might not seem like, you know, a tiny bit of damage, might not seem a big deal, but stopping a shield recharge is a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna grab ammo, because I'm like half.
Grabbing ammo.
Not exactly half, but I don't have to be. That's the greatest part about playing solos. I don't have to be perfect with my ammo. I just have to be good enough.
Moscow, find it.
Good enough to get the mission done. Bonk. Just casually give myself a concussion. Ain't nothing like some friendly brain damage. Those drones, yep. I was just about to say they're about to expire.
I need you here.
Oh, not loaded. Whee!
Let's show them some pain.
I love using this build because you'd be surprised on how well you can actually keep up with a scout with this build, especially if you use it really well. And it's a nice build for when you just don't have a scout. So I want to shoot that projectile out of the air before I reloaded. With those guys, if you need to reload, just save a couple bullets in the mag, shoot the projectile out of the air, and then just go for the reload. Oh, I'm sorry, but oh, sweet timing right there, man. That couldn't have been any more close to me just smacking the ground. Get this out of the way. I love RJ. I haven't used it enough recently. If I hosted more games, I'd use it more. Ooh. Don't I only need? Yeah, okay, we're done here. Bosco's bringing the last one.
Objective completed. Launch controls are active and awaiting your input. Let's bring it home, team.
Peace.
I'm at launch. We're picking up heavy artillery in your vicinity to hold the line.
Also, if you're wondering, well, normally I take the fire upgrade, but the main reason with this build that I take the fire upgrade with is because, one, it actually lowers your impact damage of the grenade launcher, because it cuts it in half, which is good because, one, that means you don't damage yourself. Like with this, you won't break your shields. You won't break your shields with one grenade. I think I took fall damage there. I really can't tell. I activated my things a bit too late. And that was a good example of me showing that you can stop fall damage with it, as long as you're actually paying attention.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Actually, I'm gonna pause it here for a second. Bestiary. I want to check. Ho ho ho! I'm getting close. I'm within less than 100. I need 36 of them killed. $36 loot bugs, and I've killed 20,000 of them. Also, main reason I like using one sentry and with a quick build, it's faster just to call it back to you than to refill the sentry. Because you can just build it right back up. It's faster that way. Like, I'll swap between. I really don't care if I use Gemini or not, because both of them are really good. Because a lot of people don't realize your sentries miss shots. Your sentries can miss shots. I'm gonna go for a joyride. Whee! It's a good thing I had jetty boot.
Drop pod has landed and is ready for takeoff. Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Bring it. You gotta live on the edge sometimes. Ow. You can also launch yourself downwards to take more fall damage. It's so fun. I suggest giving this a try. It's so fun. All of that was unnecessary, but it is so fun being able to fly around with that with zero lag. And once you get used to it, you You could use it pretty confidently, and it's really flexible. Like, you don't have to worry about ammo at all. Meaning, you can use it for mobility, and you can use it offensively to kill things. Because you have a lot of ammo for it, you know? It gives you the most ammo, so it's just good to use. There's honestly no downside to using it. Because the grenade launcher in no circumstance should ever be used against one single enemy. Unless you are using hyper-propellant. Hyper-propellant is the only build that justifies you doing that. But, in this case, using it on yourself is so fun. Still not 24, so we'll do one more. Salvage.
This is it, Miner.
Mission control, I do not care. And we're bringing the same build. And we got Tunnel Rat in case I do end up kicking the bucket. Yes. Oh, also, if you're wondering about Bosco, these are his only upgrades. I don't like using anything else on him. And the build for this is 2-1-1-2-2. Spiky grenade. In case you do need to just use it on one enemy, you'll do a bit more. But that's usually like, you know, you have a group of enemies and then you have a big enemy in the center. Just hit the big enemy. So that just helps out a little bit. Just because proximity trigger will mess up the build and disable inertia. You can use it, but there's literally no reason to, and it doesn't matter. RJ250, you want the grenade to be a bit behind you when you use it, and this will push the grenade more in front of you, meaning you go more up than up and forward. And the incendiary, it takes 50% and converts it to heat. That's what makes it do so little damage to my shields. Because normally if you don't take that, you probably will just about break your shields. But with that, you won't. And it does, obviously, less damage to teammates, meaning that if you are using this around teammates, you can put on friendly fire. And if you do, you won't even take, like, 1/10 of their shield. I mean, in general, if you use this around teammates, you won't really hurt them. I mean, you'll do about the same you do to your own shield, and that's if they're even like within the center of the blast radius. But I'm surprised how quickly we can get some of these missions done. We've had a lot of my favorite bonus objectives. All of these have been fun, or easy, I should say. I usually only do secondaries if they're easy to complete, so to say. Things like Holomite, Apoca Blooms, Boogaloo Caps, like we have on here. Just because those are things you can get done on the way of your main objective. Things I gotta go out of the way for, like fossils, or the grunt cocoons. Sometimes barnacles. Barnacles are really annoying with how bad their hitbox is. Don't worry, this is the game loading. There we go. Just the game loading. Sometimes it does that when you load in. Just a wee bit of lag. I will do this event.
Loot bug eliminated! Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry's done! Go get him, boy! Let's get this party started.
I'll wait to pick up those legs because they'll spawn enemies. Pickaxe overcharge is an easy one. Like hands down one of the easiest to run. Especially solo, really? Only 15? Oh, it bounces.
Be advised, conventional weapons will be ineffective. Stick to your trusted pickaxes for this one.
You know, you gotta min-max the pickups, because why not? I hope one day they add more machine events, because these are called machine events. And I hope they add a new one eventually, because we've had the same machine events. I love that they add more season events and more overall actual events. But I want specifically a new machine event, because I think that'd be really nice for variety. I mean, these already have a lot of variety. And for the most part, these are hard for newer players. Especially ones who just recently promoted.
Well done. Core infuser is active.
Huh, which one should I take? I always take metal. Ooh. Yeah, still got the boost. Nice. Ooh, Magnite's also really nice. And that frame perfect picked up, bro. But enemies are about to spawn. When you pick up these legs, they typically will spawn enemies. The turbo hammer. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna mute the mic.
New operational. Well done.
Never mind, the sneeze went away. Nope, hold on. The sneeze is lingering. I feel it. You ever have a sneeze but it just doesn't want to come? Yeah, that's a feeling I got right now.
Reload it.
It's like right on the edge. I have to sneeze so badly, but it's like doesn't want to show itself. Get away from me. Those last shots were completely missed. I don't even know what I was aiming for. Also, stalkers have been frequent.
I got the stalker. Did you see that? No.
We just put one of these down. Is there any nitro in here? I don't remember actually mining it. I think I've just killed loot bugs.
Move your tin ass over here and hurry, please.
No, no loot bugs. Let's call this back and get going. More enemies.
Ready to shoot.
Also, when you're building your tunnels, please, my dwarven brothers, learn to look at the map. I've met so many people who will just dig randomly. And people who don't know how to build a straight tunnel. It hurts trying to navigate a Greenbeard's tunnel. It's the most jank system ever. Yoink, yoink. Also, if you did not know, if you want to find the resupply pod that comes in, and that is in salvage missions, there's going to be a resupply hole, just like normal. I never noticed that until literally today when I was playing with my buddy. I just throw this out. Because he pointed that out to me, and I honestly never noticed that. I never put 2 to 2 together. But just try and pay attention if you're trying to find that resupply, and you'll notice it. Especially if you have a scout, and scout just puts flares on the ceiling. It's actually a really good shot right there. Really wide cave from downtown. Oh, downtown. This is not gonna be any more perfect.
One sentry gun ready to be built. Sentry on.
The pod's like right over there. I would actually want to grab that. Whoo, man.
Players could need an upgrade.
There's that resupply pod I was wanting. Oh, he died on the resupply pod too. Ow. Hoo-hoo. I'd much appreciate being able to get this.
Sentry on.
Okay, I really thought he was just gonna set up in that tunnel or that hole and just start hitting me. Because that'd be such a menace thing to do. Oh. 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 I put all that hard work into it and it just takes it away. Well, there's another core stone. I'm gonna also just ignore that. Again, I don't have a really fantastic build for dealing with it. And I don't want to risk it. I am still playing on highest 5, and this is my assignment. Also, I know I'm a huge hypocrite because I said I did say earlier not to use your grenade launcher against one enemy, but I literally just did. I'm a hypocrite. I admit it. As I literally just do it again. I am the #1 hypocrite. Also, these enemies have been hyper aggressive on this mission. Without me even pulling any legs, there's been a lot of aggression here.
Past your expiration date.
Okay, I heard my turret shot, and I figured there was going to be more enemies.
Great work.
There indeed was not. Anything interesting? Anything at all? Or did I just waste that? I'm gonna get this nitro, but that's about all I need for the mission. I didn't even need to come up here. Why is there so many spare? Oh, no, there's probably so many spare legs because the other one was so near. There's the enemies. Scared me. You didn't see that. No one saw that. Nothing at all just happened. Ain't that right, my little buddies?
Get out of here.
Bet y'all didn't know you could pet those. Or really just slap them. You totally didn't die because of me there. Let's get her going.
Ready to kill some more crates. Yeah, give me some sugar.
These Praetorians are my least favorite. Just because they're so hard to deal with. I was hoping that'd fear him. Against those guys, the reason I want to shoot them is because they're really hard to deal with up close. Because their attack hits all around them in a large radius. So usually fearing them helps get them to turn around. But you not? Oh, he's walking.
Wait, flare charge. I need a damn minecart on legs. Where is it?
More to the count.
I really can't use this for anything.
You go and go, Molly. I don't need you.
The mules are heading back. Follow them and let's get that drop pod fixed. Remember, you can always deposit on the side of the...
I need my sentry back.
All mules are secured. Now to get the pod working. First, establish a proper connection between the pod and the space rig. Set up the uplink. Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Ow, you jerk.
Supplies here. Lift it, menace down.
Ooh, he jizzed on the drop pod.
Booyah.
Thank you. Ow.
Like the sound of that.
Oh my god, he was literally invisible. Jesus. What a snipe.
Saved by a machine, how humiliating should I hate assembly?
Hey, Bosco revived me with, honestly, a lot of HP. Not where I was meaning to heading. I meant to go head towards this one.
Grabbing ammo. Open.
Ah! Why'd you decloak so early?
I'm taking some of the ammo.
He decloaked from... Was he? Ah, that's why he decloaked. He was above me. It's so strange to me that they decloak to attack, because I figured the way they'd add them is just to add them, attack while cloaked, and only decloak after the attack, but they decloak before the attack. To me, that's really strange. I figured they'd make it... I mean... Sorry. Specifically was trying to listen in on him.
You're a stain on the floor.
These enemies are so non-stop on this mission. God, trying to dodge everything and there's non-stop stalkers. Jesus. Alright, I'll get the mission going.
Getting supplies. Stop this.
I saw the shimmer. He spawned like a little over there, and I saw the shimmer when he was crossing. He thought you could hide forever. That was not the case. Oh, no, it was close enough. I thought I had it too far, but it's actually fine where it is. I'm gonna take the far one.
Uplink ready. Triangulation initiated. Do not leave the triangulation.
Didn't get to use RJ too much in this one. Mostly just for actually killing. You also reload really quickly with RJ.
Triangulation at 50%.
God, he just blocks the whole area.
Leave the triangulation zone. We're losing you.
Those Praetorians are so obnoxious. Because even if you stun them, the attack doesn't go away. So it is a really hard thing to full counter. Because it really isn't. You just have to damage them. Like flat out kill them is what I mean.
5%, almost there.
Like the radioactive exclusion zone has some of the strongest version of enemies. Much stronger than the magma zone, much stronger than... I say magma zone because of the maggots that explode. So you'd be surprised how much I died to them. Much stronger than the glacial strata. Yes, he didn't make the noise, but he got feared from that. Okay, I'm down here now.
Fuel cells have arrived. Get them connected to the drop pod. Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Time to respawn.
He might die to that.
No more oppression. One to destroy.
The accident of killing loot bugs. It's just in my nature. For my own life, I can't avoid it.
Fuel cells connected to drop pod. Prepare the fuel cells for charge sequence.
See? Accidental. Like I don't mean it, it's just in my blood.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Arm.
Most of these missions I've died once. I think almost all of them.
Fuel cells charging. Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
Bring the pain.
Where's that Praetorian coming from? Yes, he got feared from that.
Fuel cells at 50%.
These guys is actually really necessary to... I blasted myself out of it.
Charging fuel cells. Get back there. You're jeopardizing the mission. You need to stay close to the fuel cells.
God, they're sending a lot of enemies that... Oh,
Stay
I
close
died.
to the fuel cells.
Yes, 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 yes. I know, Mission Control. You're just yelling at me.
Has to remain by the charging fuel cells. Get back there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, I know, I know. They're sending a lot of enemies that's pushing me out of the zone. Just because of all the stuff they're doing. Because this is a really bad spot. Oh my god. This is such a bad spot for this.
Fuel cells at 75%. You're almost there.
I was going to, because I was going to shoot them. If you fear a menace, they won't burrow, and they'll just run around instead. Kind of like how he just was. Ow. God, let this pit of hell be over with.
Drop pod engine powering up. Hold your ground. We're almost ready to pull you and the goods out.
Thank you.
Pod reactor spooling up.
Oh, alright.
Onboard mainframe booting. Calculating orbital.
Where are you at? There you are.
One down.
Oh, ooh,
Radiation shielding.
living risky.
Decom operational.
Ah. Also, I'm fully aware I could be using my platforms to stop fall damage. I just like using the grenade launcher.
Grabbing in.
Hot thrusters.
How's that not hitting me?
Drop pod powered up and ready to leave. It's time to bring it all home. Get on board.
Where's that menace at?
Without you.
Show yourself. Don't think you're safe up there. I will find you. Die at the grenade. At the hands of my grenade launcher. Boop.
That's one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
That should bring me up to 25, and that's probably where I'll end it. Because I am now officially quite tired. But let's just make sure I actually go promote my driller, since this was my last mission for my driller. Oh yeah, it was double XP, I forgot. I was practically guaranteed that level up. 400 kills. Wow. That's because of all those swarmers and exploders that mission. There were so many of them. I'll give it a second.
Congratulations. Your excellent performance for deeprockgalactic
Oh.
hasn't gone unnoticed.
You know, I thought it was going to pop up.
Management are seriously considering you for promotion, but you'll have to complete one final assignment first. Prove yourself, and a promotion awaits you.
Give me that.
Scribbly scrib.
I am almost done with this season.
This looks nice.
Oh, now it pops up.
Congratulations, miner.
If you're rockin' stone, you're never alone.
Nice, now you guys get to see how much money I use on my promotions. I did my gunner and scout at the exact same time, so I dropped a good bit of money because I was at almost 2 million, and I got knocked back down to 700,000. Well, lower than 700,000. I did a couple missions before. Oh, look at that. Quite expensive. Plus honor and prestige.
I have no words. Just kidding, let's get it done.
Nice. Now that all that leaves me is my engineer. But on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this long playthrough of just chilling and playing through missions. No specific goal in mind. Just late night gaming. But thank you so much for watching. Come say hi in our Discord if you want to hang out or see some builds or just keep up with the updates on the game or weekly deep dive info. But thank you so much for watching. Please have a lovely night and day.